Hey everybody, welcome to the first annual Hyperdrive Collections Top Black Series Figures video, 2024 edition, where we don't do any of these honorable mentions and we don't even do a top 10. We're doing the top 12. 12 months in the year, 12 figures on the list. Kind of works out like that. So let's, without further ado, just get into the rules. Number one, I need to own the figure for it to be on my list. And number two, this is my collection, my preference, and some of the figures that are on this list might be in a different place on your list. Some of the figures that are on this list you might have completely forgotten about or discounted, but I like them, and so they've earned a spot on my list for various reasons. Starting at number 12 that is correct. I'm putting the Super Battle Droid at number 12. Fantastic figure. I own 8 of them. I own both versions. It's fantastic. It's got the removable chest plate. It's got the laser blast effect. It's got incredible engineering, high quality materials, absolutely awesome figure. That's my number 12 spot. Coming in at number 11, this might be a shocker to a lot of people, but the actual box mate from the 2-pack from the Super Battle Droid is the Geonosis C-3PO. Always wanted this figure. We've been waiting a long time for an official release of this figure. We got it in the 2-pack. Now, of course, it should have come with a Battle Droid head so that you could have fun swapping it out. We all know Hasbro. Hasbro's Hasbro. They don't roll that way. So we got it. We're lucky we got it, and it's a fantastic figure. Coming in at number 11. Then at number 10, here's another pick that I think is on much higher on other people's lists, but I have Hammerhead coming in at number 10. This could be easily in my number 1 pick. I love everything about this figure, but it comes in at number 10 on my list just because of the way it kind of rolled for me. So I've got, believe it or not, several other figures that I like more than this one. There's nothing I don't like about this figure. It's a marvel. It really is a marvel. And it happens to be my favorite alien species in Star Wars. But here he is residing at number 10. Coming in at number 9. Now, this is where things get a little bit interesting. So coming in at number 9 is a figure that I don't think is ever going to be on anybody else's list but mine. But as a customizer, I see a lot of potential with this figure. And that was Yorn from the Acolyte. He comes with a Jedi cloak. He comes with the unbelievably cool gauntlets, the wrist gauntlets. There's a lot of potential for figures based off of this buck. This is a different size figure than Master Soul. It's an adolescent or maybe young adult male buck. The overlays are really cool. They're unique and different than Jedi Master Souls. I was able to take a little bit of heavy starch and manipulate the robe into a really cool pose. I took the stitch off the back, and this is just a great figure. I see a lot of potential for really cool Jedi moving forward. It has the ability to cross his arms. Just absolutely love this figure. The character was cool in the show, but this represents so much potential in the line that I had to put him, on the top 10, top 12, coming in at number 9. So that's Jedi Master Yorn. And then another figure that I'm really high and excited about, not just because of the figure and the character itself, but because of what it represents. And that is Jeki. Jeki is another really awesome figure, great character from the show. But think about the potential. There's a lot of potential for female Jedis, Padawan, younglings. This could easily be a male character with a new overlay. The only thing female about this character, other than the head sculpt, is the actual overlay that indicates she's a female. So there is so much potential with this buck. I love the height of the figure. I just love everything about it. So much exciting potential with, Old Republic, High Republic, Jedi Council members, all kinds of great ways that they could take this buck. So I'm really excited to have this figure in the line. And as a customizer, there's a lot you can do with it. And then coming in at number 7 is this is another figure from the Acolyte. And again, just from my taste, this is a tremendously awesome figure, and that's Jedi Master Soul. Once again, I took the stitch off of the robe. I took some heavy starch, and I was able to get his hood into a really cool position. I was able to get his lightsaber in a really cool position. He's got those really awesome wrist and forearm gauntlets. He's got a unique sculpt, but a basic buck with a really cool Jedi tunic overlay. It's just a fantastic way that Hasbro can add generic Jedi, specific Jedi, Jedi from all different kinds of realms. And I'm really excited about this figure. I've had so much fun posing this and doing some photography with it over the last couple of months. And again, I know he's probably not on anybody else's list, but Jedi Master Soul's a solid number 7 on mine. So, who are the top 6 figures, you might say? Well, let's go. Here we go. Now, I'm a bit of a Stormtrooper fanatic, and I really liked Ahsoka, the TV show Ahsoka. I was a big fan of it. I also love anything related to zombies. And while most people have Captain Enoch on their list, somewhere on the list, I am definitely going with the zombie Stormtrooper, the Night Trooper, whatever you want to call it. I love this figure. It's on the fantastic 2022 Stormtrooper, so it's got all the articulation you want. Oh! Hey, he fell off, but he can just strike awesome zombie poses. He's got that great detailing. It's the Stormtrooper we all love with the zombie shit on it. So, I mean, how's he not on the list? You know, I own a couple of these. I'm really excited about Hasbro maybe pumping out a couple more unique ones. I'd love to see one with an all-white helmet or a half-gray, half-white helmet, you know, type of thing. But this figure just hits all the bells and whistles for me. So very excited to add him at number 6. And then at number 5 is another figure that's on everybody's usually top 5, down 4, 3, 2, 1. He's at number 5, and that is Ki-Adi-Mundi. This figure, highly anticipated, beautifully executed. Classic prequel Jedi, Order 66 casualty. What else do you want, right? Like, this figure deserves to be on everybody's top 5 list, in my opinion. They just hit it out of the park. We've wanted him for years, and they really delivered on it. He just checks all the boxes. Fantastic figure. And then coming in at number 4 is another figure where, you know, is this a deluxe figure? Is it not a deluxe figure? I don't know. I loved it. I picked it up relatively inexpensively on a sale, and that's the Anzellan. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling it the Anzellan with IG-12 accessory. I absolutely love the Anzellans. They crack me up. I think they're pretty cool. And I loved this scene. I know not everybody loved this scene. I thought it was fantastic. And yes, he comes with 2 Anzellans. He comes with Grogu. You know, you get the IG-12. And again, this is another figure where just think about what this indicates towards the future. We're going to get a much better IG-88 out of it. We're going to get a better IG-11 out of it. Like, all of this is now on the table. And this really opens the door for the IG series figures moving forward. And what better way to do it than to offer this one with that awesome little cockpit in the middle. I love it. All right, then getting into number 3. Now, this figure, I guarantee everybody just sort of glossed over and really probably forgot about, but this is a figure right up my alley. And that would be the R4 series droid. And the thing I love about this not only is the awesome paint, but the fact that it is compatible with all the other new droids in the series. The R2s, the R4s, R5s. You just take the headpiece off, no modification necessary. You can put the R5 head on it. You can put the R2 head on it. They are all compatible. That is so awesome. And again, I know we've seen it now multiple times. Who doesn't love the accessory tray here that stores all the different arms and things? Totally awesome. And it's got the 3rd leg. This particular paint job, I just dig the red and orange. Totally awesome. This figure, once again, as a customizer, offers so much for someone like me. And I really love when a figure offers not just what it is at face value, but when you sort of think about what it can do for your customs and your displays. This just hits all the boxes. Just love this figure. So that is my number 3 pick. And then the number 2 pick is another one that's going to be controversial. It's probably on some people's top 10 lists. This one here is number 2, a solid number 2, and that is the standard Phase 1 generic clone trooper, all white. I mean, this is it right here. This is the figure that I've been waiting for. I've got probably 40 or 50 Black Series clones in my collection, but I don't have one like this. This is it. This is the clone trooper I've been waiting for. We can shut the clone factory down as far as I'm concerned. This is the one I've been wanting. I love the all white. I'm a Phase 1 guy. There we go. I own I think 6 of these, and I'm probably gonna collect maybe 6 more. I'd like to have maybe 10 or 12 of these. Just an absolutely fantastic figure. Just when I thought I was sick of clone troopers, they dropped this one on me, and I'm back in the game. You know, fantastic figure. Second best of the year in my opinion. So, Hyperdrive, who is the number 1 figure on your list, and why isn't it so-and-so, and why isn't it this one? And you've left this one, and there's only one pick left, and all true. But there's one figure. There's actually one character, 2 figures that I believe are really important. Fantastic bookends in the same year, and that would be the first one being Episode 1 Anakin Skywalker. Shout out to my buddy Stone Mandalorian, who put this in the mail for me a couple months ago. I get it out of the blue. I've always wanted this figure. I never saw him in person, and this figure just absolutely blew me away on every level. I just love this figure, the sculpting, the likeness, the articulation. Of course, he should have come with a Naboo pilot helmet. He should have come with the pod racer helmet. He should have come with this, that. He came with a backpack. Doesn't matter. I love this figure. Fantastic. This is the figure of the year, or co-figure of the year, because Anakin Skywalker would be nothing if not for what he became, and that is the New Hope Darth Vader. Yes, we already have 50 other Darth Vaders in the line. I get it. Now, this Darth Vader is actually not my New Hope Darth Vader. I live in a place that's very difficult to find figures. We have a Target. It's about 40 minutes away from my house, and they occasionally have figures and they occasionally don't. It's very hard. And I found one Vader, and he is in his package. So this is a Vader from, this is the, maybe the Kenobi Vader, if I'm not mistaken. I believe this is the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader, standing in for my New Hope Vader, who's still in the box. So please forgive me. For those of you who know the nuances of the Vader, you'll recognize it as not the New Hope Vader, but he's my stand-in because I don't want to take him out of the box. So we have Episode 1 Anakin. We have a New Hope Vader in the same calendar year. For a guy like me, that just blows my skirt right up into the air. And these 2 figures, I can't get enough of these. I do a lot of this type of posing. It's fantastic. I just love having the 2 of them together. It just makes me a very happy person to have these released together, if you will. So that is my top 12. Now, okay, yes, the Droideka is not on the list. Darth Maul is not on the list. Amidala should be on my list, but I don't own her. But there are reasons why we omit some figures and add others. And the Droideka I do not own. Even if I did, I would have to say, I think he would not be on my top 12 list. It's easy for me to say because I don't have him, so I don't really have to put all that much thought into it. Do I like the Droideka? Absolutely. I do. But he's more of a thing and less than a figure. I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm going to get one for sure. I put him in a different category. He's not necessarily a figure. Darth Maul, there were 3 to choose from. I was only able to get the regular version without the cloak. I feel like that's a major mistake. All the other Jedi and Sith get their cloaks. Why doesn't Maul get one every release? A removable cloak. That's a big major strike for me on that one. And Amidala, Episode 1 Amidala, that's coming. Thrawn is not on my list. There's a lot of figures not on my list. So if you want to talk to me about it and debate it, by all means, I'll be on the live stream with the Stone Mandalorian, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, January the 8th, 2025, for our first of the year. And let's get into it. Let's break it down. I'd love to talk your top 10, your top 12, and what you like about this list, what you don't like. As always, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate the support. Can't wait to see your top 10 list. And May the force be with you. Peace.